state visitor. The overall picture has grown clearer, yes? That's in spite of the forum being so maddeningly vague about this duty of theirs. Why are they so reluctant to explain their actions in plain words? Maybe they can't. Survival, come what may. His father worked so vital that it takes precedence over his own family. Alphino? Alize, it is you. When I heard you've been dragged before the forum, I came swiftly as I could. I'm so very glad they allowed you to stay. Aw. Amelians Javier, at your service. And you, fine people, must be the scions of the seventh dawn. How lovely it is to finally meet you. Please, we don't wish to make things difficult for you. If word reaches father that you were here... Oh, bother that. Am I to be chastised for speaking with my own children? I am well aware that you and Master are on the best of terms at the moment, but I've been absolutely desperate to see my darling. You will come by the house. I have gifts waiting. Timing couldn't be better, as I understand. We shouldn't be going anywhere until we discuss matters with Sacred's group and reconsider our options. Go visit your home. We'll be back at the Enix. You are ready to join us. I'm not sure. Ronald, what do you think? Ronald Stoppable? What a splendid day that has turned about to be. Champion of Eorzea, I insist that you join us. Wait, okay. But we must be quick about it. Not for my own benefit, but should my husband return and find you enjoying our hospitality, the servants will be made to suffer the consequences. Yeah. And then she was gone, with her any opportunity to protest. Indeed, the matter is settled. Enjoy yourselves, you three. You're gonna make me do this, huh? I apologize. My mother is not one to take no for an answer. Still, I'm glad, relieved even, to see her in such high spirits. What say you, Ronald? Though it may seem we shall have little enough time to enjoy it. You will accompany us? Yep. Fine, if we're going, then let's get it over with, but be sure to stay in the entrance hall. No peeking into our private chambers, thank you very much. Why ever not? Your room is always perfectly neat and tidy. Everyone has things they'd rather keep to themselves, don't you? Cherished memories you couldn't bring yourself to throw away, childhood toys. Never mind. Never estate is that way, straight down the stairs. Come on. Okay, they're now accompanying me. Sadly, we're not toads. It's disappointing in itself. Yeah, we have to actually run this. Can't actually teleport. When Alpha and I was little, this bridge was as far as we were permitted to wander alone. I say alone, but my mother or a servant was always somewhere nearby to keep it on. And now look at us traveling to different continents, different worlds even. Children Alpha and I would often wait here for her father to come home from work. It must have been a day with meetings ran long because I remember growing restless and leaning out over the railing to watch the water rush by. Of course, arrived at the exact moment, came pounding down the path in a panic, crying out my name. And here you are at last. Please do come in. Whoa! Got the whole
home, my lady.
Got the whole crew here. It's too much. I could never live in a place like this and have this, like, a bunch of butlers and servants. Couldn't.
What? What are you gawping at?
Like, banger. Just fine. It seems squirreled indeed.
I'll have you know I'm quite fond of the Rising Stones.
Lord Fortuneau is not to hear of this visit. And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
Master Alphino, Mistress Alice, if you would accompany me upstairs.
We shan't be long.
Normally these are the best moments in this game. Like, just feeling in, like, peeking into other people's lives and their homes and families.
Recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying. Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations. Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid. The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name. 'Tis plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them. Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
When you mentioned gifts, I wasn't sure what to expect.
Oh,
Mother,
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
there you go.
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alpha.
There you go. You wanted it, Alice. You wanted character development and a new outfit. You got it. You just had to wait 2 patches and an expansion.
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore. And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become. See for yourself.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
If you'd allow me, Master Alphino.
Oh. Our sage.
Wait. Are these...
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father. Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days, as a student he was often called upon to venture into the field. He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now. And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry.
That's the Sage Stone.
I am told these devices are quite difficult to master, but someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb. May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
We will, Mother. I promise.
My final gifts to you, before you run off, are an observation and a suggestion. Firstly, Fortuno has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the Forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words.
Use action.
Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
Oh, Mother.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
Oh boy. My goodness. Thank you for indulging Mother's request. I could see it meant a lot to her, and I shall refrain from inquiring as to the content of your private conversation. Our visit was all too brief for now, however, it will have to suffice, as will these tokens of home that we carry with us, gifts to help us remember who we are and whence we came. But enough sentimentality, let us return to the Annex and rejoin our companion. Enjoyed your time with the Lumières, I hope. I would ask how the twins fare, but their new outfits tell the tale. I hope we can help them to reconcile with their father. They might return home one day with their heads held high. In the meantime, we edge ever closer to the secret the Forum strives to hide, and the flower bequeathed to you by Heidelin is sure to guide us going forward. I'm confident that once you've scarred out the situation in Travenir, we'll be well equipped to plot out our next move. Yep, they're gonna want us to go there now. So we have to go there. But I'm not going there yet. I'm going yeah. Because there's some side quests we gotta do. The only problem is I have to go. If I knew that talking to Crow all the way back there earlier was gonna send us all the way back to back here, I would have did the side quest first before doing it. But it's okay. I'm at 81 now. How's our FC doing? Never mind that. Wow, somebody made it into whatchamacallit. Oh. Someone's way ahead. Means one or two things they're probably cutscenes are really reading really weird. And one of the FC members is at 84. See, if I just skipped the side quests and just went through the story, I most likely would be way further ahead, but I'm not. I want to enjoy this. Not only that, but I want to make sure that all the work done into this, like, is complete. I want to be able to complete these side quests and stuff. Because I just been... Because what I'm probably going to do is, once I'm done everything in Walker, I'm going to go backwards. Go back into Heaven's Ward and complete all that content. All the side quests and stuff. Because there's a lot of stuff I need to do in those. In all the other expansions. Not only that, but I guess we could unlock Reaper and Reaper. What is this? This one. Sorry. You know, at least they'll come down. Alright, what do we got? That. Oh. A ripe trade. Greetings. You seem eager to give a small portion of your time up in the name of progress. All I require is help with a simple delivery, and rest assured you will receive your recompenses. I've been expecting someone from the dairy farm to come pick up a batch of fruit, but I've seen neither none nor hair of them. I deliver it myself, but my duties are prevented me from stepping even an elm from these aquariums. The fruit is liable to rot if not stored properly. So if it is not too much trouble, please make haste for the link. Learning to sew. Might you have some time to spare for an old researcher lad? Physical labor doesn't come to me as easy as it once did, and I'm in search of someone a bit more spry. Essentially, the task is a simple one, that's for sure. You need only plant these experimental seeds in the nearby fields. You will be compensated for your ills, of course. No special care required of you. If you planted one seed, you've planted most of them. And, well then, I look forward to... Yeah. Wow, they making us go all the way out there. I'm not going out there yet. It's not mud. If I'm not mistaken, you have the steely eyes of an adventurer. One who looked deaf in the eyes and does not flinch. Yep. It just so happens that I require a sample of rare earth, but it can only be found in a location rife with vicious plants and God knows what else. I would give you a hefty sack of coin if you could retrieve it for me. If you are willing, pray make your way to Ruggalo's Falls Deep and gather for me 3 samples of brown mud. The darker the better, I say. I suggest sharpening your weapons beforehand. I won't tell you how to do your job. Okay, that was... Sounded like Ozma. Ozma! It's so fun to see people when they have that mountain. Because it's proof that Ozma is not easy. It is not a simple, what's it called? Not much room for error. Sir, I say sir, it seems I've been a bit of a bind, and I was wondering if you might lend your aid to remedy the plight of the struggling student. Okay. Oh, of course, introductions. I am Perla of the Studium, where my research involves the finer points of bacteria and fungi. I'm here to harvest mushrooms from lavender flows for my experiment, but I'm afraid I may be in over my head. You see, the mushrooms are located in the 33rd facet, but that shaft is positively swarming with things I could scarce stand to look at, let alone face in combat. It is common for members of the Studium to request help from the more marginally inclined. Here I am before you. Will you procure the mushrooms for me? I will forever be in your debt. Well, thank you, good sir. Well then, the sample number for my plot is 316. The mushrooms stand but out among the others, with red caps and a distinctive triangular shape. Just in case, however, I do have this illustration. I understand I'll do well with the impulse become lost gazing at the fungi. Perhaps this will help. If you find the sheer variety of mushrooms to be overwhelming, then simply consult the picture. Wow. You not have confidence in me? Guess not. Slightly flushed, are you? Good. I take it that means you planted the seeds. Got my thanks. If all goes planned, the realms as well. You see, my research involves the production of nutrient-rich plants that can be harvested in greater numbers than any we have seen thus far. However, even the most extraordinary crop is useless. They cannot be planted and raised by a common man. I've long made ease of use a priority when I develop new seeds, asking everyone from experienced researchers to their children to plant them in the earth, and then comparing the results. But of course, I'm sure you had more than enough long-winded explanations over your journey to last a lifetime. Take this reward for your contribution and take satisfaction in a job well done. Oh god, we gotta. Oh my goodness. Huh. Okay. Well, we're not doing that yet. Oh, dearie me. Huh? My sweetest shaggles. Oh, one of the Archeonian's precious samples have fled. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? My apologies. I'm Nadatia, an archivist. The Archeonia is home to various samples collected from all across the star. And one such specimen had just escaped. A young troll, to be specific. Oh, I hope he hasn't been set apart by the local predators. Listen, I promise to compensate you, so would you please help me retrieve the specimens? My thanks. I will continue my search in this area. I'd like to check the third. I'd like you to check the 33rd facet. Once you have a comprehensive look about, please meet me at the island of the report. Alright, so since everything seems to be over here, I'm gonna do this one first. It's so slow, I'm gonna be honest. Ow. So do I have that flower? But we can't get into this area until later. Like. Oh, hello, was there something you needed? Oh, wow. Oh, what specimen? So plump and fragrant. You said you came all the way from here? That. areas agronomic. Thank you for making the trek. It would have been a shame to see those go to waste. See these go to waste. Sometimes the cattle here are so temperamental that I quite forget my other obligations. Let's be cross with me. This isn't the first time I accidentally shrieked my appointments with him. I must give him something by way of apology, perhaps the golden trick. As you well know, we at Minato pride ourselves with our research into the various methods of animal husbandry and fermentation used throughout the realm. This cheese is our latest masterpiece. It came about in no small part thanks to the fruit you just delivered. We feed it to our cattle. It is the main contributor to the cheese's heavenly fragrance. Not too much trouble. Could you deliver this wheeled cheese? Oh, this is a... I actually saw those frog players, and I was like, "Wait, I got to turn around and take care of that thing." But it was running back already. Like, I need to deal with that so they don't get screwed over. No fruit, I see. I trust you delivered it without incident? You didn't need it, did you? No, have some golden cheese. This is golden cheese. The legends say only the masters of Riot knew the secrets of its creation. I never thought I'd lay eyes on a single slice, let alone the whole wheel. If I receive one of these each time Senna forgets her obligations, that she can be as absent-minded as she pleases. What does it taste like, I wonder? Will it live up to the tale? Oh, my apologies. I do tend to get carried away when it comes to cheese. Any road, thank you for your assistance. Take this for your time. I would share this cheese with you, but... So... The people that actually... that are, native of Blue Magic also are masters of cheese. I think I saw it. Yeah, it is. Surveying. See no troll, great or small. A bit further in. Hey! Is that it? No, that's not it. Red. It's a red mushroom that looks like triangles. Little tiny triangles. And troll is nowhere to be seen. Whoa. There they are. They look like triangles. Thing got annoying. Hey, it's Eden. The Eden mouth. Amazing. Northwest. Oh. There's a lot of things happening here. Hey, what's that? But at least it's looking. At least the emote says "look out." Oh. Oh, I'm not the only one that does side quests. I'm not the only one that does side quests. I do side quests because I need the lore. Okay, that's done. I'll do this one. Well, why sure. Why? I see. I was unable to find the specimen either. However, I did meet someone who claimed to have seen it in Orenvale's forest. Let us head there and see if we can track it down. I have to go. Yes, there could be no doubt. That's the Shangle. That are Shangle's footprints. I have uncovered the specimen trail. To be close, if you find it under threat from the local fauna, you may dispatch its assailants. Oh. There we go. I think I just helped everybody do theirs at the same time as mine. I want one. Please let that be a minion. I also want a troll mount. Minion and mount. Oh, I'm so glad you're unharmed. They're all safe now. Come on, let's go home soon. Buffoon. The art is under threat. I must do something. You can talk? You can understand me? Are you able to communicate with him? Incredible, I've never met someone with such a skill before. This bundle of joy was born in Labyrinthos. However, it was abandoned by his mother and in quite the state by the time we found him. Possesses monarchical intelligence for one of his kind. We elected to use him as part of a study into the effects of growing up in an artificial environment. I had seen him making gestures that indicated he'd been reading the tomes here, but I thought he was just copying those around him to think he actually understands. I don't want exactly why you were able to understand him and I am not. I'm sort of special. Really? Oh, I would to understand him too. You possess the echo, don't you? I find it difficult to way your kind do. I suppose it makes sense that you understand my general sentiments. I happen to learn of said power from the tomes of the Archean. Honestly, that buffoon over there is surrounded by a sea of knowledge, and he makes no effort to engage with it. Anyway, I'm glad to finally have someone to talk to. As I was saying earlier, the Archean is in grave danger. Some lander managed to bring woodworms in with them during a visit. If we leave them be, they are bound to cause irreparable damage to the materials at the facility. I tried my best to tell that bassoon, but it was no use. That's why I took a chance and went to search of some of my own kind to see if they would help, but you saw how that turned out. What is he saying? Oh dear. Still, it is most courageous of him to try and solve the issue on his own. Now that we're aware of it, we need to sort out this pest problem at once. Would you mind helping out a little longer? You're the only one who can understand him, after all, and he seems miles ahead of us with regard to the situation at hand. Problematic pests. Oh, this is a quest line. Problematic pest. Allow me to explain a few things first. Staff of the Archeon regularly use alchemic pesticides to keep the place free from harm for girders. Unfortunately, the woodworm I found you to be entirely resistant to the type of pesticide employed at the facility. I skimmed a few tomes, including the new Eurasian geographic, but I couldn't manage to identify the Vulcan in the Archeon. I'm guessing it must be a new species. It won't get very far if we know nothing about the enemy, so I went ahead and captured one of the woodworms. You could try showing it to someone who knows more about this sort of thing than I do. In this case, I think we'd best served by a biologist at Archaeonics. Oh, are we going back? Oh good, we're going back. I don't want to be here. Please get me out of here. These trolls are scary. Alright. The only downside of this is I have to go all the way around. Like, I have to go instead of straight down. I thought maybe they opened it up after. Since we've already been down there. It's like we know how to get there. There's another way there, so... we have... Okay, so we have to be, I think I can get it. Dun, dun. So let's turn in the quest first. You returned. Am I surprised? No, of course not. I had the utmost faith in your abilities. Well, did you bring the samples? Excellent work. With this, I shall continue my research into the techniques of the skilled fighters and farmers both. I recently acquired texts from their homeland that go into some detail about their agriculture. Did you know they mix bat droppings into the soil to make it more fertile? The land they live in is quite temperate, and it is writ that another 100 summers the droppings solidify into something resembling stone, further concentrating the nutrients contained within. Of course, the samples you provided me today are far too ripe to be much use on their own. However, what is the purpose of research if not to free us from the bounds of the natural world? What's that? Of course, I'm sure I said that the droplings resemble mud, didn't I? Regardless, I aim to speed up the ripening process, creating in days what takes nature centuries to accomplish. If I succeed, farmers across the realm will rejoice, and they will have you to thank for it. Okay. Well, I could see by the dirt on your boots that you did some manner of digging. Ah, I found the sample. These matches my illustration exactly. Thank the 12 that the brave of heart still walk this realm. Do you have an interest in fungi yourself? These were developed from the spores of an elf stool, which can only be found in the autumn vale, a rare mushroom. But these are superior in every way. For one, they're much less inclined to kill you, a vast improvement by any measure of the word. Of course, I had my failures, but the less said about those, the better. What matters is now, and the revolution sample 316 is sure to herald. All right. Your trolls showed me the woodworm sample, but it's confirmed that I've never seen it before. I'd say your hypothesis that it's an undiscovered species is highly likely. In order to ascertain how best to deal with the insect, you would need to learn about its original habitat. I found it clinging onto a Bavarian tool used to make medicine that was recently bought. Archeon. It was delivered by a Rogan cleaner. Let's go ask. Well, what are we waiting for then? That troll truly speaks to you, doesn't it? Perhaps windworm is not the only new species in our mess. Ah! Oh. Oh, he's out. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. I do not like the setup of this place. I get it, I really do. I understand why it's set up like that for plot reasons, but let us open a back door so we can go down quicker. Not force us to travel all the way around just to get into that area. I should have looked at it better. I don't want to cram all this all at once and get it all done with so I can actually move on to the next part of the game, which is a whole another area, which is insane to do so soon. Plus, like, I'm almost halfway. I'm a halfway pretty much towards, yeah. Yeah, almost halfway pretty much to level 82. Good. Dun, dun. Ow. Oh, because this is the lift right here. Oh, that. I found that in Trevor. To be more specific, at the alchemist's output. The great work. It was used by the first alchemist. They say, and there was a few tools like it still exists. I spent days arguing my case before the owner agreed to hand it over. I'm in an Lalafell. The woodworm was probably exposed to so many alchemic concoctions in that sediment that it developed a hardy resistance to substances like the pesticide. Let's waste no time in inquiring the biologist about this. I've seen that little troll in the Archeon. Is it alright for him to be out and about like this? Well, circumstances have required us to set him free for a bit. Closely monitored, of course. And where did he go? Oh my, we should make... back there again? Oh no, this is gonna be a long quest line, isn't it? But I have to do it because I have a feeling this is connected to something else later on down the road. All good. Go on, man. Oh, and it makes a lot of sense in light of all that's happened thus far. I happen to know that the alchemic pesticide used at the Archeon was created in the... so it's hardly surprising that a woodward friend has developed a resistance to it. Now, how should we solve the conundrum? Best be gone. It may not be the most abundant solution, but what if we were to make it even stronger pesticide? Or how? Assuming that's a yes, I'll need you to get your hands on a Luncheon Toad's poison gland. I'll take care of the rest. Oh my, despite their adorable name, those toads are not to be trifled with. Think you're up for it? The buffoon clearly isn't. So I say you're our only hope. I take it he skipped right to asking for your assistance. We'll find the toads roaming in Panama. I believe. Do take care. Ah. All the way over there. Interesting. What is that? A wind-up Dalamod? Where do you get that from? Oh no, I'm being attacked by a tornado. Help. 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 Help before I slice it up and put it on my sandwich. I will too. Gotta put... No, let's not try to... I think that's what I like most about this is, I think I like the fact that we don't... like, I can keep, Thunderclap, which is the, dash, for when I need to get, like, close the gap. Like, if there's an AoE and all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, long and massive AoE, better get out. I can literally zip to another player that's already out of it, and then zip right back in at the enemy. Because I can target other players. And, it's going to make the gameplay much more fun for me, too. Oh, judging by the smell, I think it's safe to assume you got what I asked for. Allow me to tuck that away before we all pass out from the stench. Now you take this. Out of smell, out of mind. And now I've got all I need to make one of the most potent pesticides out there. Hold on just a moment. Director. What exactly are you making here? Why does it smell like the inside of a toad? And you, Nana, I believe your job requires you to bring any missing specimens back to the Archeon, not take them on a tour of the realm. Please allow me to explain. I see why you feel such a drastic action is needed. However, I cannot permit you to receive such a potent pesticide inside my Archeon. It could damage that which is housed within, and there's no telling how it might affect the environment once the fumes inevitably escape the building. While the pesticide we currently use may be of the weaker side, that is also one of its strengths. It has a natural impact on the environment. You clearly haven't gotten your plan much thought. Fear not, I shall come up with a solution in due course. For now, let us return the specimen to the Archeon. There is little to be gained by allowing a troll to ruminate in such matters, no matter how odd it is. Give me another chance. I can't sit back and watch those books be destroyed. Is it interesting? It truly wishes to protect the tomes so strongly. Well, in light of you having discovered the wormworm issue in the first place, I should grant you a chance to present a solution. Did you prove capable of ridding us of the infestation? I promise to cease treating you as a mere specimen, assuming that you come up with a solution all on your own, of course. You are forbidden from consulting the researchers, understood? You doing okay? Dream big. I worry that I won't be able to come up with a way to solve our problem. Let me go and think about it for a bit. It's alright. You don't need to interpret for me. Even I can tell he's struggling with the weight of this thing. Creatures like trolls tend to perk up when someone pets them. Why don't you fix it? He might pretend not to like it at first, but trust me, he'll warm up to it soon enough. Uh-oh. Hey, this is my chance to see. Like I said, there's no point in me using perfect balance right now because the connecting parts that give me the, like... Well... Gotta pet you. Pet. What are you doing? I'm not a doll. You know, I actually feel a bit better now. Seemed like he's back to his old self. Let's say, if anyone can do this, it's you. I'd normally call him buffoon and move on, but I'm the girl who nearly destroyed Leonard's ecosystem by unleashing a super straight pesticide. If anyone's a fool, it's me. I know I'm forbidden to consider the researchers, but I could ask you for advice, right? Mm-hmm. You must have fought your fair share of foes on your adventures. Take down especially girl ones. I simply end them. I focus on their weaknesses. The warmer you come from tropical climate, so their weakness would probably be freezing temperature. Though if we make it too cold in the area, we risk exposing the books to frost damage when all the moisture... Yeah, the moistening air. Well, the air. Deprive them of the air they need to survive. I bet we could starve the worms of oxygen with the gas emitted when you pour hydrochloric acid on limestone. We need to evacuate the staff and other living specimens, but it wouldn't damage the tomes or documents. We won't know if it'll work unless we go in. No one can get the acid, so I just need you to find some limestone. There's more than enough for the taking at the 30th. In the third meet us at the Archeon once you have it. I get the impression you've come up with a solution. Would you mind filling me in? Brilliant, though. I best at least pretend to be looking after Shinra while I fetch that acid. Please do go get that stone in the meantime. Oh, okay, it's in here. What, closer? Ow. Oh no! The entire salad is attacking me! Run away, everybody! The salad! That frickin'... That snowman mount. God. Oh. I'm gonna have to start using those soon. I mean, I've got a couple of, I actually have a couple of Christmas mounts. But like... It doesn't have to be just a snowman, but we can use that as... I might put the Christmas ones on a favorite... On the favorite list. It's... I think if I'm right, I should be able to actually do a, Go back. Ow. And then put the button on a hotkey and just be like, it'll randomize through them. Delicious limestone. This is the stories I like. We're literally helping a troll save a place and books. Like, and a troll that we could talk to. I didn't know we could talk to animals, thinking about it. I thought the echo only allowed us to see the past only, but apparently it gives us the ability to also talk to animals. Like, well, no, I can't say Cryo, because what she does is seeds into the ether soul. The etheric souls of pretty much anyone. Animal, people, monsters, and such. And can, like, read their souls to find out what is going on with them. Yeah, we're done. Oh, I hope that's the end. God, that mouth. Could have had it, but everyone's out, and we got the acid as promised. Keep your end of the bargain. Oh. Many girls. I'll be right back. I filled the test room with gas. Now we only need to wait and see what happens. You know, I've been on my own almost as long as I can remember. I do recall that I constantly questioned my parents. Probably what led them to giving up on me altogether. That same intelligence or intelligence, depending on who you saw, who you were, saw me rescued and brought here. It made me interesting, but I've only ever been treated as a specimen. You're the first person I've been able to leave. I've been able to have an actual conversation with. For the longest times, the Archeon's books were my only friends. They were both my loyal companions and my window from which I gazed upon the outer world. That's why I can't stand by and let them be destroyed. Naturally, I would love for my intelligence to be recognized so that I might become a researcher in my own right, but more than anything, I want to protect the Archeon. It worked! It actually worked. The pests are no more, and the tomes look good as new. Well done. Your method is both effective and safe. We shall waste no time in using it to rid the entire facility of woodworms. As promised, you are no longer to be treated as a mere specimen. From now on, you are an apprentice researcher. Heavens, the Archeon will be safe once more. And allow me to thank you for everything. I couldn't have done it alone. My very first project as an apprentice will be to study how to produce sounds just like your kind do. After, if I want to be a researcher, I need to learn how to... After all, if I want to be a researcher, I need to learn to speak with people other than you. Good to see Stranger looking so pleased. Thank you for all you've done for us. But before you go, could you perhaps tell me what thinks in? Calls you a buffoon, right? Is that? But He's too hard, but he's too adorable to be angry with. Come, let me pet you. Cease this, you buffoon. I am no one's pet. No. Can't change him. He's a researcher now. So silly. That was nice. Why we do our side quests, because some of them can be really fun to do. Interesting. Got a whole story out of that. Look at that. Go back to old Shorian. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. I gotta use the bathroom, really. I've been holding it so I can hurry up and finish that side quest. And then we'll continue the other half of this.